It's been a long debated question about whether it's too late to learn an instrument. After all, some of the greatest musicians of all time started off as child prodigies. Beethoven performed publicly at the age of 7, and Mozart gave his first performance at age 6. But more and more baby boomers are turning to music as a way to enhance their everyday lives. A Gallup survey from 2003 showed that 42% of those surveyed, aged 35 to 50, were currently playing a musical instrument, along with 20% of respondees above aged 50. That's up from 35% and 16% respectively when the same poll was taken in 1985. For some adults, it's just a new hobby, but for others, it's living out a childhood dream.
Yeah, some of it is like a lifelong dream. For the ones who never took lessons as a child, that's definitely the motivation for an adult. This is something that I always wanted to do and never had time for, that kind of thing. For other adults, I did a little bit of this when I was younger, maybe even like I had a high school band, or I played with some people in college, and then I went and got busy with career or family or something like that, and they're coming back into it because it's really fun. It was a part of who they were, and they missed that part of themselves.
But there is some truth to kids being better learners.
Kids' brains are very fluid, and the coordination cross-hand, cross-brain allows them to be much more independent in their hands. And the adult brain, of course, is quite a bit more fixed, and they're not as coordinated.
Unlike adults, children's brains are wired to soak up new information. Children are born with billions of brain cells, which form trillions of connections called synapses. These synapses are what allow people to learn and remember things like music. However, as children become adults, unused connections are eliminated. So, if an adult grew up without learning music, they may have to work harder to create new synapses.
Music is a language, so similar to growing up speaking 2 languages or 3 if you live in a multilingual house and you grow up speaking a language, it's naturally just going to come easier to you. But that being said, that just dictates how much work you're going to have to put into it to reach a certain level of proficiency. You could start at any age, and you're still going to be able to play like the most complicated guitar solo you can find. But if you didn't grow up playing music, if you didn't start at a young age, it's just going to take you a lot more practice than somebody who had lessons when they were 5 or 6.
So if you're an adult wanting to get into music, don't fret. You can still learn and experience everything music has to offer. You'll just have to put in the work to get there.